All right, y'all, this is the Kingdom Kids Academy for Performing and Visual Arts Team Member Handbook. We are going to be talking about what is in this handbook. And just in case y'all don't want to read it, I'm here to read it for you. This is located by the front door on the little shelf next to the minimum standards, which I told y'all was like the Bible of childcare, and then the parent handbook. So this is the team member handbook, and the parent member handbook are, all of it is up here. All right, let's get started. I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy, but we gotta get this done. Team meetings. Team meetings will be every last Wednesday of the month. The last Wednesday of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months that we will have a meeting on Wednesday of the month. Last Wednesday of the month. Great. Mission statement. Our mission statement, and we must live by this, is train up children in the way they should go spiritually, academically, creatively, physically, and socially. Okay. 5-star system. We have a 5-star system which focuses on building up our children spiritually, academically, socially / emotionally, creatively, and physically. So spiritually, because we have church every day. Academically, because we're teaching them the academics of making sure that they know the letter, the color, the number, the shape. We're making sure that we are giving them curriculum that is based on where they are at in their learning. So we're training them up academically, socially, and emotionally. We'll, by giving them tasks, daily or weekly assigned tasks that help them learn responsibility, teaching them how to be good citizens. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Maybe I need some water. Teaching them how to be good citizens, creatively through the different performances that we do. We're gonna have all of our little quarterly performances, and they're gonna be learning arts, visual arts. They're gonna be learning music. They're gonna be learning dance and theater arts. So all of those things will be taught to them, and that's how they are being taught creatively. Oh, thank you, honey. And physically through our daily indoor and outdoor activities that engage children to help them with music. Thank you. There's an example of the school schedule, but you guys already know that, and this will be posted just in case you need to have an idea of how you want to further structure your class. This is just a general basic example for you guys. You'll have to look in the book for that, or it'll be posted. Our team member dress code. Here we go. You are an early childhood professional and help portray the image of the center. Your overall appearance must be professional and appropriate for your job duties. Please adhere to the following dress code. Dress. All team members are required to wear the standard uniform dress, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Along with the dress, they need to have on a name badge and an apron with our school logo every day. Fridays are free dress days, okay? So on Friday, you can wear what you want as long as it is within the code, and we're about to get into that. Shoes. Shoes should be closed toe. Comfortable walking shoes are preferred. Any other shoes, sandals are worn at your own risk. It is their responsibility, not mine. So if you don't wear closed toe shoes and you hurt your toe, that's on you. And I give y'all, and you have to sign this because I don't like wearing shoes. So a lot of times I have on sandals, but I'm doing that at my own risk. You too will be doing that at your own risk. This is recorded. All right, clothing. Shorts and skirts must be 4 inches or less from the knee. Please, no mini skirts. Shirts, blouses must cover all of the breast area. No cleavage or bulging out of your shirt. All the back area must be covered. No see-through clothes. Sleeveless is okay if it's tactful. But if you're sleeveless, but you got all this stuff hanging out, we cannot. We don't do that here, okay? Jewelry. Infant and toddler room. No loose jewelry. Long, big hoop earrings and long necklaces and bracelets. All those things that the kids can pull and grab. Don't do it. Piercings. Body piercings are not allowed. I won't say not allowed, just not visibly. If you have a body piercing, you know, in different areas, that's on you. Just don't have it like weird, like on your cheeks and in your like right here. It don't, okay, because we do want to portray a certain image here for KKA PVA. If you have tattoos, that's fine. If they are in a place that is inappropriate, it should already be covered by your clothes. Just cover them up. Our uniform dresses must be one of these colors, 50 style dress. Bright teal, turquoise, gold, lavender, black, or gray. And we are adding white. I don't know why anybody would want to wear white at a childcare because it's going to get super dirty. But you can also wear white. These are the colors. Okay. And you guys will sign off on that. We are not going to be using Brightwheel anymore. We are going to be using Class Dojo as a way to communicate with our classes. We were going to use Brightwheel, but it's just not working for us. So we will be using, or continue using, Class Dojo to send updates, reminders, photos, videos of the children during their learning activities. Pictures and social media. Brightwheel is not going to be our choice anymore. It's going to be Class Dojo, but that is the only place that you are allowed to post pictures and videos of the kids. Teachers and staff may not post the children on their Facebook page, on their Instagram, not their TikTok, their Twitter, or any of all these social media things that are out there right now on your personal on your personal accounts. You are not to post your kids, your class on your pages. We have had that before, and a parent caught it and was very upset. We're not. We don't do that here, okay? Only the director will use pictures, videos, and as advertisements with the parents' consent. There are some kids that don't want their kids, some parents that don't want their kids posted on anything, so please just don't. Team members with children. Any team member that has a child that requires care at our school must pay half of the normal tuition. That is a great rate. Half of the normal tuition. Tuition will be automatically taken from the member's weekly paycheck. Cell phone usage. Personal cell phone usage is extremely limited during business hours. If this privilege is misused, we will eliminate cell phone usage altogether during hours. Cameras will be periodically checked to ensure children's safety. If you are caught looking down at your phone during business hours, you may be written up or let go. Cell phones will be used to communicate with other teachers, parents, and to record or photograph the children during learning and playtime activities, specifically for Class Dojo. Cell phones are not for you to use and browse Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Unless you're on your break or it's during your lunchtime. If any neglect of a child is found due to the use of a cell phone, you will be immediately terminated. This includes falls, scrapes, bites, kicks, slaps, burns, pinches, etc. You will be terminated. If I look at the cameras and something happened to little Susie and you were on your phone like this, you weren't on Class Dojo, you were making things big and whatever, you're going to be terminated. When is a good time to use my cell phone? There's a few things you can check off. On my break, during nap time, during movie time. When is not a good time to use my phone? During pickup time, during church time, during class time, during transitions, while on walks, while outside with children. Think of another time that is not a good time to use your phone. Salary and payday. KKA PVA will start all employees off with $12 an hour. Teachers will be given more pay based on time with KKA PVA and experience. Our work week starts on Thursdays through the next Wednesday. Our payday is on Friday. We are paid every Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Payments will be made on Zelle and with Cash App. Hi, baby. You're so cute. What you doing? Coming soon, we will be W-2 employees. Maybe in 2024, 2025. I don't know yet. All team members are 1099 contract workers and will receive a 1099 at the end of each year. Paid time off. Paid time off is given to full-time team members after 6 months of working with KKA PVA. Coming soon, but not yet, we're going to have 4 hours of paid time off for full-time members for the month. It's coming soon, but it's not yet. We got to get our money up. Bad weather pay. If a team member is not present the day before a bad weather day, they will not be given pay for the bad weather day. Holiday pay. If a team member is not present the day before or after a holiday, they will not be given pay for that holiday. Absence from work. If you need to be off from work due to illness, family issues, or anything, please call the school before 7 a.m. if possible. Call the director the night before. The night before. Failure to communicate a valid reason for not showing up to work will result in a write-up or termination. Termination. If you have a doctor's appointment, children's appointment, or any other prior engagements, please let me know well in advance. 3 days if possible, at least 24 hours in advance. If you must miss work hours, you may or may not be able to make up that lost time. Please see your director. No call, no show, immediate termination. Communication is always key. Doesn't hurt anything to pick up that phone up and tap those thumbs on that phone to say why you can or cannot do this, or that. Parent and family involvement. Each teacher is required to greet the parents at the drop-off and the pickup. Both parent and child should be politely greeted by name upon arrival and departure. Teachers need to strive to create a working relationship with each other, with their child, and with their families. Each teacher is responsible for completing daily folders to inform the parents of the child's day. All conversations must be in a positive tone with the child's best interest in mind. Parents may request a teacher-parent conference at any time. Okay, when I say positive, guys, I tell people this all the time. You can tell anybody anything in the world that you want to tell them as long as you tell them the correct way. If you need to tell a parent, a boyfriend, or whoever, somebody, that their breath stinks or something bad about them, you can tell them that. You just have to say it in a kind way. My motto is always give somebody a sandwich. Make it nice and sweet. Tell them something great. Then tell them, the not so great thing. And then end it with something great. Make a sandwich. A nice little sandwich. You know what? Little Tommy has been doing such a good job this week. I was having a hard time last week making him sit down in his chair, but this week, for at least 15 minutes into class, he's actually sitting down without me having to correct him. He's doing superb. But one thing that he does need work on is he needs to stop drawing on my walls. Like, I've been working on that, but we're going to get better because I know he can do it. And also, I wanted to tell you that he ate all of his green beans today, girl. He ate all those green beans. I was so proud of him. And so, yes, Mom, we just want to make sure that we work on, coloring on the walls. That can be received versus saying, you know what? I'm tired of your baby coming in this classroom coloring on my walls. Your baby is not going to clean those walls. You're not going to come here and clean these walls. He needs to stop coloring on my walls. We don't do that here. We can't do that. That's not how you talk to the parents. We just need to find creative, kind ways to tell them what we want them to know, okay? KKA PVA monthly meetings. KKA PVA staff will have mandatory monthly meetings, and the parents will be given report cards a couple of days before the monthly meetings. These report cards are an evaluation of how our team is conducting business, from cleanliness to parent and teacher communication. After the team meetings, any changes that we discuss may or may not be implemented. Monthly evaluations. We will not have exactly a monthly evaluation. It might be bi-monthly. It might be tri-monthly. But I will, when I have the time, sit down and write in how you guys are doing, what I have observed, what you need to work on to do better, and what you're doing phenomenal at. Keep doing it. Employee training requirements. As an employee of KKA PVA, I understand I must attend training workshops and obtain a CPR and first aid certification. I must complete the orientation, the center orientation, and pre-service training. The cost of annual trainings not given by me and KKAPVA are the responsibility of the employee. The cost of CPR first aid will be the responsibility of the employee. 24 training hours per year in the early childhood education. Of those hours, these are the subcategories: child growth and development and learning, health, safety, and nutrition, family and community collaboration, developmentally appropriate content, learning environment and curriculum implementation, assessment of children and programs, and professionalism. So those are the trainings that you need to work on. But when we have our monthly meetings, we will take a course every single time we have a meeting, which means when we're having our meetings, I try to introduce most of the meetings with something fun for us to do team building exercises. But right after that, we have to jump into these training classes together so that we can just get them done and get our training hours in like that every month. All right. Hours of work. You are expected to be on time and work your scheduled hours. You are expected to go to work as soon as you clock in. We do not have scheduled breaks. If you feel like you need a break, just clock out or say, hey, I'm going to step away for a few minutes so I can use the bathroom, put a little water on my face and take a breather, and then I'll be back. Just make sure you have another teacher to come in there and cover your class for you. Cameras will be checked to make sure that your time in and out are accurate. Please be on time. To be early means to be on time, but to be on time is to be late. Y'all have heard me say that 100 times, and there it is again. Oh, guidance procedures. Our school believes in and practices positive redirecting as a way to guide the children into acceptable behavior. If one of the kids in the classroom is doing the most, don't yell at them and say, you need to go sit your butt down and pop, try to slap them across the room. Just say, Jenny, what are you doing? Now, we can't do that. Come on over here. Let me get you this paper so you can start coloring. If she's old enough, say, I need you to cut these circles out for me because I'm about to decorate a tree. Just give them something to do. If you give a kid something else to do, I promise you they will not be that much of a problem. When kids are bored, that's when they do the most. But as a teacher, if your class has a lot to do and it's not boring, because if it's boring, they still gonna act up. But if you're doing something that's fun, it's engaging, it's fun, but it's also a learning opportunity, they're gonna want to do it. They're gonna be busy. They're not gonna be as disruptive. Okay. Important contact information. Our important numbers are listed at the front door by the sign-in table, but it's just the director's number, the manager, Miss Teacher's number, secretary, the DeSoto Police Department, just a lot of numbers. Confidentiality. Children's files are established and maintained only for the use of KKAPVA, the administration, managers, and for authorized persons from the state when they come in and they need to look at those records. And that's going to be the kids' records, the teachers' records. I'm a teacher, my records, all of that is just for the state when they come. They're just looking for certain things and we need to have it there provided for them. Code of conduct. All KKAPVA members are expected to work cooperatively with the children, their families, and fellow team members. You may not gossip or slander any team member, child, or parent. Failure to follow this code of conduct could result in termination. Medications. Our school will administer medication only if the parent fills out written permission with dosage and frequency. There must be 2 team members present to administer for a witness to be present. 2 team members, and that is so Sarikia's mom can't come in and be like, y'all gave my baby too much medicine because she had this much medicine in her bottle when I came this morning and now she has this much. So who took her medicine? Why did y'all give her this much medicine? If you have 2 team members, the one that gave the medicine and the person that watched can say, no ma'am, both of us were there and we both saw that it was only 5 tiny little milliliters of medicine. Sorry, I don't know what happened to it, but it's all recorded, okay? That's how we keep each other's backs safe. Universal precautions. Child need to have immunizations or affidavit on file. Sick children need to be sent home if they're 100.4 or more over. If they have something contagious or it looks contagious, keep them separated. Put them in a high chair and give them something to do, some toys that they can play with by themselves until parents come. If they have diarrhea, vomiting, eye discharge, like pink eye, if they have head lice or nits, if they have chicken pox, rosella, measles, mumps, anything like that, call parents. They need to be separated. And then, call them. Parents will come get them. And they have to be free of all those symptoms for at least 24 hours without medication and have a physician's note to be able to come back. Staff, if you are ill, please use your own judgment to determine whether you are too ill to be at work or not. If you have any kind of contagious disease, a doctor's release should be brought before returning to work. Also, if you judge yourself on how sick you are, if you're too sick to get up and follow your schedule, you're too sick to come to work. If you can't take the kids out, I just don't feel good today, so I'm not taking them out. No. Just like I told the parents, they have to follow the schedule. You have to follow the schedule as well. So if we have a schedule outside and you're too sick to go outside, don't come to work. We'll find somebody else to fill in your spot so that the schedule can go on like it's supposed to. Health and safety procedures for the children and staff. Staff must wear gloves when changing diapers, handling blood, vomit, urine, fecal matter, and occasionally runny noses. Like a really, really runny nose, put on the glove. Hand washing must take place when? After each diaper change, after wiping noses, after assisting a child with the bathroom, after coming inside from the outside, and before handling any food or drinks. Staff should help the children wash their hands after each of the above mentioned tasks as well. All staff will ensure the following: diaper changing mat is disinfected before and after use, or you change the pad. Napping cots are disinfected weekly. Daily is what we do, and weekly on Fridays. Napping sheets are washed weekly. Toys and equipment are disinfected weekly or as needed. Toys that people can put in their mouth are cleaned immediately. Anytime I see a baby in the baby room put something in their mouth, I take it from them and say, hey, baby, take that toy and go put it in the little box that says needs to be washed immediately. Kitchen and bathrooms are cleaned and disinfected daily. Thankfully, in this building, we don't have to clean the bathrooms because we have a lady that comes around cleaning the bathrooms for us. But before we go in with our class, like when we walk to the bathroom with our class, we need to take your class with you or have 2 teachers go with you and just make sure that the bathroom is clean. I would spray down that bathroom with bleach before you and the kids start using it. Oh, and floors need to be swept, vacuumed, mopped daily and or as needed. Accidents and emergencies. All minor and or major accidents must be documented on our school ouch reports. Again, any accident must be reported on the paper, regardless of the severity. If it's a little tiny thing or a huge big thing, you must record it. A copy must be made for the parents and for the school file. The report must state the child who was injured, the date, the location of the incident, and how the incident occurred. Minor incidents such as scrapes, scratches, bumps, splinters, bruises, cuts, insect bites, etc. Major incidents that require medical attention by a physician may require the school to call 911. Immediately after calling 911, the parents and guardians for the child need to be called and informed of the incident, and we have to call licensing and let them know. Policies and procedures. Under no circumstances should a child be left alone. If a teacher needs to leave a room, they must make another team member aware so that they can help watch that class. In the case of the death of a child, please, Lord, no. A missing child or a structural building damage, call 911. Also call Nicole, me. All staff should stay at the building until police have spoken to everyone. Outdoor safety. Before allowing the children to play outside on equipment, somebody from the staff should go out and make sure that everything is good. There's not snakes out there, bugs, splinters poking out and stuff, nothing sharp around. Just go check it to make sure it's safe. Indoor safety. Teachers may not group together. Teachers should not be grouped together. They must stay in their classes and interact and engage with the students in their class. Children must be always supervised. During lunch, the teacher needs to make sure to watch and listen for choking and or allergic reactions. Heavy lifting. Teachers need to be able to lift 30 pounds, maybe more. Whether it is a child, moving furniture, equipment, carrying supplies, etc. Items over 30 to 40 pounds will require the help of 2 staff members. Children should be picked up by their upper body and not by their hands and arms. Picking little Terry up like this and slinging them along, that's not the answer. That's not it. All right. Oh, hand washing. We already talked about that. Do it all the time. Disinfectant solution. There's a chart to show you how to make it. We use the bleach sprays that are already bought. Blood and how to handle it. Bleach spray. Watch a video on bloodborne pathogens and its transmittal. Y'all, blood is something serious. Performance evaluation. This is the employee performance things that I will give y'all probably bi or tri-monthly. Sexual harassment is not tolerated here. Our sexual harassment policy aims to protect men and women, we don't have any men, in our company from unwanted sexual advances and give them guidelines to report incidents. And we cannot assume everybody is like they should be. Don't be talking about touching, feeling on. Don't do it. Y'all need to read this and sign off on it. Disaster plans. There's information about what to do in a fire, tornado, chemical spill, bomb threat, threatening situation, hostage situation, snow and ice storm. Read it. If you need to resign or termination, you need to read this form. It says it's our policy that a written 2-week notice is given if you are resigning. Contract agreement. As an employee of KKPVA, I agree to abide by all the rules that I just read. I understand that for any reason I don't comply with the rules and regulations, I could lose my job. I understand that I am a 30-day probation period when you first start, during which I reserve the right to terminate the contract. If it doesn't work out in 30 days, you cannot work here anymore if it's not working out. And I understand that I have a 7-day grace period to complete my orientation videos. You have 7 days to watch the videos or go over the video with me and then take your quiz. You also understand that you need to complete a background check, CPR, and first aid. You are physically and mentally capable of performing all the duties in the job descriptions. I agree not to use my cell phone for personal usage. If I'm caught, I could be terminated. I have read and agreed with the team member handbook. I have read and agreed to use gloves when dealing with feces and blood. And I have read and agreed to wear gloves when serving food. You will sign this, your name, your date, and your starting pay or whatever pay you're going to be getting. And you also need to fill out this employee medical form. I need to know what medical issues you have just in case you fall out. I won't be like, oh my gosh, I'll know, oh, such and such has this, or this is what could be wrong. So please fill that out. And that is the end of our teacher member handbook. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. I'll see you at the next meeting.